Friends, today I stand before you with a simple yet powerful message. Three words that can change the course of your life. I can, I will, I must. First, I can. The journey begins with belief. Believe not just in fleeting hope, but in the deep, unshakable truth that you have within you the strength to rise above any trial. We are created with purpose and potential. The obstacles you face are not walls built to keep you out, but stepping stones meant to lift you higher. When you say, I can, you are affirming the power inside you, the spark of divine possibility that says, I am capable. Next, I will. Belief alone is not enough. It must be followed by will, the burning desire that refuses to be extinguished by fear, doubt, or failure. It is the resolve to take that first step and the courage to keep walking when the path grows steep. The difference between those who dream and those who achieve is this unyielding will. When you declare, I will, you make a promise to yourself and the world that you are ready to act, to work and to persevere no matter what. Finally, I must. This is more than personal ambition. It is a call to responsibility, a sacred duty to fulfill the purpose placed upon your life. There are no coincidences in the story of your journey. You are called to a mission greater than yourself, and you must answer with all your heart. Must carries the weight of commitment, a vow to press on not just for personal gain, but for the good you are destined to bring to others. Remember, the path will not always be easy. There will be moments when fear whispers, you cannot, when fatigue tries to convince you to quit, and when doubt clouds your vision. But in those moments, hold fast to these words, I can, I will, I must. Let them be your armor and your anthem. So rise up, stand tall and move forward with unwavering faith. You were made for greatness, you were made to overcome. You can do it, you will do it, and you must do it. The world awaits your courage. The time is now. Say it with me, I can, I will, I must. Believe in yourself is the foundation upon which every great achievement is built. Because without faith in your own abilities, even the grandest dreams will remain just that, dreams. It is the quiet confidence that whispers within your heart, telling you that you are capable, that you have been equipped with unique gifts and strengths that no one else possesses. When you truly believe in yourself, you begin to see obstacles not as barriers, but as challenges designed to test your resolve and deepen your character, knowing that each step forward is a step toward becoming the person you are meant to be. This belief does not mean you will never face doubt or fear, but it means that when those feelings arise, you do not let them define you or dictate your path. Instead, you recognize them as temporary visitors that cannot stay if you refuse to entertain them. Believing in yourself is like planting a seed of hope in fertile soil, nurturing it daily with positive thoughts, affirmations and actions that prove your worth. It is the steadfast assurance that you can learn, grow and overcome anything that stands between you and your purpose. Many times the world will try to tell you that you are not enough, that your dreams are too big or unrealistic, or that failure is inevitable. But belief in yourself is the shield that protects you from these discouragements, giving you the strength to stand firm in the face of criticism or rejection. It is the voice inside that says, I have value, I have purpose and I am worthy of success. When you carry this belief, you begin to attract opportunities, people and experiences that align with your goals. Because confidence is a beacon that draws positive energy, belief in yourself is also about forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for past mistakes, for moments of weakness and for times when you fell short. It is understanding that perfection is not the goal but progress is, and every setback is a lesson wrapped in discomfort. When you forgive yourself, you remove the heavy chains of regret and self-doubt that can paralyze your potential, freeing yourself to move forward with renewed hope and determination. This belief fuels persistence and resilience, helping you rise after every fall with greater wisdom and strength. It reminds you that success is not a straight path, but a winding road filled with learning and growth. By holding firmly to your belief, you develop an inner compass that guides you through uncertainty and change, knowing that your true power lies not in external validation but in your unwavering trust in who you are and who you can become. Belief in yourself is a gift you give to your future, a promise that no matter how difficult the journey, you will keep pressing on. It is the quiet courage to dream boldly and to act with conviction even when the odds seem stacked against you. This belief lights a fire within you that no storm can extinguish, a fire that inspires others around you to believe as well, creating a ripple effect of hope and courage. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice to make, to believe in the limitations others place on you or to believe in the limitless potential inside you. Choosing to believe in yourself means choosing to step into your power, to claim your place in this world with dignity and purpose. It means knowing that the journey ahead may be tough, but the victory is already yours because belief in yourself makes the impossible possible. Hold tight to this belief, nurture it, protect it, and let it be the foundation upon which you build your dreams. For when you believe in yourself, you become unstoppable, and the world opens its doors to all that you are meant to achieve. Determination and willpower are the twin engines that drive us forward when the road is rough and the path seems unclear. Because talent and good intentions alone are not enough to carry us through the storms we face in life. Determination is the steadfast refusal to give up, the inner voice that says, I keep going, even when every part of you wants to stop. And willpower is the strength that transforms that voice into action, pushing you to rise early, work harder, and stay focused on your goals, no matter the distractions or setbacks. When you have determination, failure is never final because each setback becomes a lesson, an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. And willpower is the force that gets you up one more time than you fall, reminding you that persistence is more powerful than talent when talent doesn't keep showing up. It is the determination to walk through the pain, to keep moving forward when the world tries to tell you that you cannot. And willpower is what fuels your feet to take the next step, the next mile, and the next challenge with courage. Determination and willpower are born from a deep desire to achieve something meaningful and lasting, and they become the compass that guides you through moments of doubt and fear. When your heart is set on a purpose, these qualities become unshakable, refusing to allow excuses or distractions to pull you off. You learn to say no to temptations that lead you away from your dreams, and yes to sacrifices that bring you closer to your vision, holding on to your resolve like a lifeline. It is important to understand that determination does not mean reckless stubbornness, but a disciplined commitment to your goals, balanced with the wisdom to adapt and grow. Willpower requires daily practice, a training of the mind and spirit to resist instant gratification and to prioritize long-term success over short-term comfort. The more you exercise your willpower, the stronger it becomes, and with every victory, no matter how small, your determination deepens. In times of uncertainty and difficulty, when the future looks dark and hope feels distant, determination and willpower light the way like a beacon, reminding you that no mountain is too high and no obstacle is too great for the one who refuses to quit. These qualities give you the courage to face challenges head-on, to keep your eyes on the prize and to believe that the hard work you invest today will bear fruit tomorrow. They teach you patience and resilience, knowing that success is rarely instant but always worth the wait. Determination and willpower inspire action, turning dreams into plans and plans into reality. As without action, even the strongest desires remain nothing but wishes. When you commit fully, your determination becomes contagious, encouraging those around you to believe and strive alongside you, creating a community of strength and perseverance. You begin to see that your willpower is not just for yourself, but for everyone who depends on you and believes in you. Remember, determination is not a single moment of courage, but a continuous journey of effort. And willpower is the muscle you build each day by choosing discipline over ease, focus over distraction, and faith over fear. Together, they empower you to climb every mountain, cross every valley, and break every chain that holds you back from living the life you were destined to live. The road may be long, but with determination and willpower, your steps never falter. So hold fast to these qualities, nurture them like a precious flame, and let them guide you through every trial, because with determination and willpower, you become unstoppable. And every dream that stirs your heart is within reach if you only choose to keep moving forward. A sense of duty and responsibility. A sense of duty and responsibility is the quiet yet powerful force that moves us beyond selfish desires and personal gain, calling us to serve something greater than ourselves because true fulfillment is found not in what we take, but in what we give, And in recognizing that our lives are woven into the fabric of others' lives, creating a tapestry of shared purpose. When you embrace this sense of duty, you understand that your talents, your time, and your efforts are not solely for your own benefit, but are entrusted to you to make a positive difference in the world around you, whether in your family, your community, or beyond. Responsibility is the weight we willingly bear when we realize that our actions affect others, that our choices ripple out in ways we may never fully see. And this understanding inspires us to live with integrity, to keep our promises, and to work diligently even when no one is watching. It is not always easy to carry this burden because it often demands sacrifice, patience and perseverance. Yet those who do are the ones who build legacies of trust and respect, standing firm as pillars in their communities and sources of hope for those who look to them for guidance. A sense of duty compels us to rise when it would be easier to rest, to speak out when silence would be simpler, and to act when inaction is the path of least resistance, reminding us that greatness is not achieved through convenience but through commitment. It calls us to be accountable for our failures as well as our successes, to learn from our mistakes, and to strive continually to be better not just for ourselves, but for the generations who follow, carrying the torch forward with courage and humility. This sense of responsibility also teaches us empathy, because when we see ourselves as part of a larger whole, we become more sensitive to the needs and struggles of others, understanding that their well-being is intertwined with ours. It fosters a spirit of cooperation and kindness, encouraging us to lift up those who are down, to share our blessings generously, and to stand alongside those who face injustice or hardship, knowing that our duty is to be a force for good in a world that desperately needs it. Living with a strong sense of duty means that we do not wait for recognition or reward, for the true reward lies in the satisfaction of knowing we have done what is right and necessary. It is a call to be dependable and trustworthy, to be a steady hand in times of uncertainty, and to embody the values we hold dear with consistency and grace. Those who answer this call inspire others by their example, showing that a life of purpose is found in service and responsibility. The sense of duty you carry is a sacred trust, and when embraced fully, it becomes a source of strength and meaning that sustains you through challenges and trials. It reminds you that your life is not just your own, but is part of a greater story. And by fulfilling your responsibilities, you contribute to a legacy that will outlive you. This perspective gives even the smallest act significance, turning every moment into opportunities for honor and impact. So let your sense of duty and responsibility be a guiding light that shapes your decisions and actions every day, knowing that through this commitment, you become a beacon of hope and a builder of a better future for all. It is through this devotion to what must be done, not what is easy, that you discover the true power and purpose of your life and that you fulfill the highest calling placed upon your heart. Overcoming fear and doubt are among the greatest enemies we face in the journey toward fulfilling our dreams because they whisper lies that paralyze our progress and convince us that we are not enough or that the obstacles ahead are insurmountable. Yet the moment we learn to confront these feelings head-on, we begin to reclaim our power and move forward with renewed courage. Fear often disguises itself as caution, warning us to stay safe and avoid risk, but too often it becomes a prison that keeps us from stepping into the fullness of our potential, and doubt creeps in to undermine our confidence, planting seeds of uncertainty that grow until they threaten to overshadow our faith in ourselves. The key to overcoming fear and doubt lies not in their absence, but in our response to them, because courage is not the lack of fear, but the choice to act despite it. And every time you face your fears, no matter how small the step, you weaken their hold and strengthen your resolve. It helps to remember that everyone experiences fear and doubt, even the most successful and confident among us. And what sets them apart is their willingness to persevere, to lean into discomfort and to keep moving forward when their minds tell them to stop. Overcoming fear requires honesty, an honest look at what frightens you and why, because once fear is named, it loses some of its power and you can begin to understand the truth behind it. Often fear is rooted in the unknown or in past failures that left scars. But it can never grow where knowledge and experience take root. By educating yourself, preparing thoroughly, and seeking support from those who believe in you, you create a shield against the paralysis of fear and open a path forward. Doubt, on the other hand, is often a reflection of low self-worth or past criticism, and to overcome it, you must build a foundation of self-love and positive affirmation that counters the negative voices inside and outside your mind. Surrounding yourself with encouragement, celebrating small victories, and recalling moments when you have succeeded can all help to quiet the inner critic that feeds doubt. It is in these practices that you find the courage to replace "I can't with I will try and eventually I will succeed." It is also vital to understand that fear and doubt are temporary states, not permanent conditions, and they lose their grip when faced with persistent action and unwavering faith. Every time you push through hesitation and take a step toward your goal, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your fears and more capable than your doubts suggest. This process of continual courage builds momentum and creates a cycle of confidence that propels you onward. In moments when fear threatens to overwhelm you, remind yourself of your purpose and the dreams that fuel your journey, because these serve as powerful motivators that can lift you above your anxieties. Holding on to your why keeps your vision clear and your heart steady, helping you to focus on what lies ahead instead of what might go wrong. This focus becomes a beacon of light that cuts through the fog of fear and doubt, guiding your way forward. Remember that overcoming fear and doubt is not about becoming fearless, but about learning to live bravely with those feelings and refusing to let them stop you. It is about trusting in the strength that lies within you and in the support that surrounds you, knowing that you are never alone on this journey. Hmm? Step taken in courage, no matter how small, is a victory that brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. So rise above your fears, silence the voice of doubt, and walk boldly into the future with faith and confidence, knowing that the power to overcome lies within you and that every act of courage is a testament to the unstoppable spirit that drives you forward. Commitment to action is the bridge that transforms dreams and intentions into reality, because without action, even the noblest goals remain distant hopes, and only through consistent effort do our visions take shape and grow into tangible achievements. It is easy to dream, to plan and to speak of what we want to accomplish, but true success requires the courage to move beyond words and to put our energy into doing, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, carries us closer to our purpose. Commitment to action means showing up every day with determination, ready to face challenges, to learn from mistakes and to keep pressing on even when progress feels slow or invisible. When you commit to action, you make a promise, not just to yourself, but to the world, that you will be faithful to your goals, regardless of the difficulties that arise, and this promise becomes a powerful motivator that keeps you grounded and focused. It is a decision to take responsibility for your outcomes, understanding that the power to change your life rests largely in your hands, and that waiting for the perfect moment or for others to lead will only delay your journey. Commitment to action breaks the cycle of procrastination and hesitation, replacing doubt with purpose and intention with momentum. Action also teaches us humility and patience, because the results we seek rarely appear overnight, and progress often comes through steady incremental effort rather than sudden breakthroughs. When you commit to action, you learn to celebrate the small wins and to see every effort as a building block toward a greater goal, knowing that persistence over time creates powerful change. This commitment strengthens your character, deepens your resilience, and builds confidence as you prove to yourself that you can overcome obstacles through consistent work. Moreover, commitment to action connects your heart and mind with your hands, making your dreams not just ideas but lived experiences. And this alignment creates a harmony that propels you forward with clarity and passion. It is through action that inspiration is transformed into impact and hope becomes reality. Without action, good intentions are like seeds that never find soil, but with it they grow into trees that bear fruit for seasons to come. The journey of commitment is not without challenges, as obstacles, distractions and fatigue will test your resolve. But it is in these moments that your commitment shines brightest, reminding you why you started and what you are working to build. When doubts creep in or motivation wanes, your dedication to action becomes your anchor, steadying you and urging you to take one more step, to try one more time, and to believe that your efforts are never wasted. This unwavering dedication turns dreams into legacies. Commitment to action is also a powerful example to others, inspiring those around you to pursue their own goals with similar passion and discipline, creating a ripple effect of purpose and progress. Your willingness to act encourages collaboration, builds trust, and fosters a community where dreams are supported and achieved together. Through your commitment, you become a catalyst for change, not only in your own life, but in the lives of others. So embrace commitment to action as the essential ingredient in the recipe of success, knowing that it is through your consistent efforts, your refusal to give up, and your readiness to act that you will turn your aspirations into reality, shaping a future filled with achievement and meaning. The road ahead may be long, but with commitment as your guide, every step you take will bring you closer to the life you are meant to live. Hope and perseverance are the twin lights that guide us through the darkest valleys and the longest nights, because when everything around us seems uncertain and the weight of failure presses down, it is hope that lifts our spirits and perseverance that strengthens our will to keep moving forward. Hope is a quiet assurance that no matter how difficult the present moment may be, a better tomorrow awaits, and it fuels the belief that our dreams are possible even when the path seems hidden. Without hope, the heart grows weary and the mind loses its vision. But with hope, we find the courage to face each day with renewed strength. Perseverance is the relentless pursuit of a goal despite obstacles, setbacks and delays, because success rarely immediate and often requires enduring effort over time. It is the refusal to surrender to despair or discouragement, the determination to rise each time you fall, and the faith that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your purpose. When hope and perseverance walk hand in hand, they create an unstoppable force that carries you through storms and trials, reminding you that your journey is not in vain. Hope keeps the flame of possibility alive in your heart, inspiring you to dream beyond your current circumstances and to believe in the unseen rewards of your labor. It teaches you to look beyond present difficulties and to focus on the promise of what lies ahead. This hope is not naive or blind, but is rooted in trust. Trust in your own strength, in the support around you, and in a greater plan that unfolds even when you cannot see it clearly. Perseverance, on the other hand, requires discipline and grit, the willingness to do the hard work day after day, even when motivation wanes or progress seems slow. It is a testament to your character, showing that you value your goals enough to endure discomfort and to overcome every challenge that stands in your way. Perseverance reminds you that the seeds of success are watered by persistence and that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. To win perseverance build resilience, the capacity to bounce back from adversity and to keep striving with unwavering resolve. They teach you patience, reminding you that great achievements often take time and that every small victory is a building block toward your ultimate success. When you hold on to hope and refuse to quit, you develop an inner strength that cannot be shaken by failure or disappointment. A hope and perseverance also inspire those around you, creating a ripple effect of encouragement and faith that lifts communities and transforms life. Your steadfastness becomes a beacon for others struggling to find their way, showing them that no matter how long the journey or how steep the climb, the destination is worth every effort. Through your example, you give others permission to hope and the courage to persevere. Remember, there will be moments when the road feels too long and your strength feels too small. But in those moments, lean on hope to rekindle your spirit and on perseverance to steady your steps, because together they will carry you through. They remind you that every struggle has purpose, every delay has meaning, and every tear is a step closer to victory. So hold tightly to hope and walk steadfastly in perseverance, knowing that with these by your side, no dream is unreachable and no obstacle insurmountable, and that your journey, though challenging, will lead to a future filled with joy, fulfillment and triumph.